technology.
So this isn't terribly interesting, but I thought I'd share it anyway. One problem I've had is my coffee pots keep dying. They keep dying. It doesn't matter what I do. I don't treat them badly. We don't have hard water. People say, well, did you leave it on all day? No. The last two we've had automatic shutoffs at least. Maybe all of them have, but for as long as I can remember, they've all had automatic shutoffs. And still, every year or two, my damn coffee pot dies. I'm sick of it. Enough so that at Christmas or Thanksgiving, at some holiday, I mentioned it, and my sister was like, yeah, my coffee pot keeps dying too. What do you do? And I said, well, what I've been doing is each time one dies, I buy one that's a bit more expensive. I used to buy $20 coffee pots, then $40, then $60. The damn things still die. And she said, I've done the same thing, except I started at $60 and now I'm closer to $100 and the damn things still die. They die. A year or two is the most you're going to get out of a goddamn coffee pot anymore, and that's ridiculous. So I took matters into my own hands. I'm a fan of the subreddit Buy It for Life, and I believe in buying things once. Even if it costs more, buy something that's good and keep it. So I went on Google and looked for some good coffee pots. I looked everywhere. I found some advice. Oh, just get a French press. That's too much work. No, I like huge cups of coffee, and I like them on tap. What I ended up getting was a Curtis coffee maker that came out of a restaurant that had recently gone out of business. Yeah, it's about 2 feet tall. It's stainless steel. It's beautiful. It's a thing of beauty. It's a piece of work. You'd love it. And it consumes about $2.50 a month in electricity. And for that price, I have hot water on tap. I can make a cup of noodle in, the time it takes to fill a cup and stir it. I can make instant oatmeal. The kids can have instant oatmeal. We've got a little basket next to it like you might find in your lunchroom with some cocoa and some cider and some cup of soup and some ramen packets. And, you could also do mashed potatoes in there if you wanted. I think we've done that once just because we could. Throw some flakes in a mug and add your hot water, stir it up, baby, you're in business. It's awesome and I love it. And the best part is, even though there's only like 3 buttons on the whole thing, you can, I went online and grabbed the manual, you can program it. So I'm going to change the heat settings for one, because whoever owned it before had turned the heat down a bit, and it's only at 90%, and I'd like it maybe 95. It's a little cold for my taste. But I'm also going to change the default screen. The company that serviced it, Crystal Springs, had changed it so that it always says Crystal Springs. And I'm going to change it to something. I don't know what. I'd like some suggestions from you guys if you want to leave them in the comments or email me. I'm thinking friggin' coffee or Hell's Yeah coffee. I don't know, but something other than Crystal Springs. That's just got to go. So yeah, that's my plan for coffee, and that's my new plan for kind of everything in the kitchen, is if it dies, I'm buying it from a restaurant supply place, because that stuff is built to last. Yes, it costs 2, 3, 4 times as much, but you'll get a lifetime of joy out of it instead of 6 months. I bought, at one point we had 3 different broken can openers. I said, no. This enough is enough. So we went to the Costco in South Center, which has a restaurant supply section. We bought an industrial can opener. And it's great. It's got this big wide crank on it, so it's actually really easy to use. And you could beat off, well, that's probably not the best way to phrase it. You could subdue an intruder with it. I mean, I guess it depends on what the intruder's into. I'm not gonna poo-poo an intruder, Just a little matter of taste. So yeah, that's my philosophy, man. Buy it once, buy it right. Be done with it.